So yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I've been thinking a lot since yesterday. And I went and I was reflecting, right? And I want to speak from the heart today. Thank you, thank you to Black women everywhere in the world for bringing new life into the world. Thank you for accepting the responsibility of motherhood. Thank you to all Black women in the world, irrespective of your country, your ethnicity. Thank you for surviving the attempt to erase or ignore you, and for continuing to show up in numbers that will shape the centuries ahead. Your resilience, your courage, your elegance, your beauty matter. Your natural beauty, your extraordinary beauty matters. Thank you to all Black women, our mothers, our sisters, our girlfriends, our friends. As long as you're a Black woman, I appreciate you today, and I thank God for you. So this is not just sentiment. It comes from watching, from listening, from traveling. I have lived in different places, different parts of the world. I've observed social systems. I've paid attention to how people treat one another. What I've seen over and over is that Black women often carry the heaviest burden. I've seen this across the countries I've been to. Across continents, including the Middle East and beyond, Black women bodies are frequently the most targeted by violence, by neglect, by dehumanization of all kind. And that's the truth. Race and gender intersect in ways that create deep, lasting trauma for Black women. Black women suffer the most, and they often go unacknowledged. So acknowledging that reality is the first step towards changing it. And I want to say that every community should protect its women. That's basic. Is a non-negotiable responsibility. Every community, women are a communal project. Whether I like it or not, take it or leave it. Women are communal project, and our women must be protected. Because yet very often, men in our communities have not stepped up. Black men have not stepped up in ways that are needed. Because instead of defending and elevating Black women, some voices lend themselves in the same disrespect and stereotypical of the mainstream media and hostile system to promote how to dehumanize and treat Black women shabbily. And we cannot accept that. I saw a training video in Ghana recently of a guy from Russia dehumanizing hundreds of Ghanaian women. And Ghana men are standing there, looking, making videos about it, ridiculing their women. Crazy. Crazy people. So we cannot accept that when our mothers, our sisters, and our daughters are constantly being disrespected by strangers or people we should not even near them. But we keep allowing them to be vulnerable. We must act. We must protect our women in our communities. So protection is not only about confronting predators. It's about standing against narrative that devalue Black women and creating an environment where they are safe, where they are seen, where they are celebrated. I saw this image last week, and I've been thinking about the implication of that in the world. And what was the thing, right? There's a powerful demographical story unfolding. And by the year 2100, right, there's going to be what they call the Africanization. And Black women are at the center of this new revolution. Because the current projection suggests that by the year 2000, roughly 40% of the world population will be African. 40%. 40%. So potentially around 4.4 billion people will be African. So Africa will be sharing in global birth. And it's expected to rise dramatically, exponentially, in a very boomeranging way. So in some scenarios, right, more than half of children born globally later this century will be born in Africa. So that's what our women go through. They still keep our existence flourishing in the world. So these are not abstract numbers. They represent family by family, child by child, the daily renewal of humanity, powered in large part by African and Black women. So thank you to all Black women who are standing against all odds to protect our lives and keep our looks and our physique going, despite what mainstream media want people to believe about Black women. Because this whole conversation matters now, because the demographics change everything. Market, culture, political leadership, innovation. As fertility fails in many parts of the world. Africa youthfulness become the engine to global change. Most of the hospitals in Africa are not even functioning, but women are still against all odds. So if we ignore the central role of black women in this transition, we ignore the source of future creativity, and any community that ridicule the status of their women will often go extinct. So the care, the work, and leadership that will help to define our next century. So if we want a better future, we must invest in protecting and honoring our women who will build it. If we want a better future, we must invest in, protect, and honor women who will build it. So here's the challenge to everyone. I want to issue to every man listening, whether you come across this video by chance or by act, whether you're following me or not, as far as you come across this video, I'm challenging you, right? Do more, love more openly, protect more diligently, speak out when you see disrespect, confront foreign or local actors who treat black women as less than human. Because when you're silenced, you are complicit. You don't have to be a perfect person, but you must be present. Presence is often regarded more than performance. And teach other people to respect women. Teach your male child to respect women. Hold your peers accountable when they demean and exploit black women. Because real protection means fighting for better education for women, healthcare, maternity protection, very important, maternity protection, legal recourse, and economic opportunities. And it means building a system that values black women's lives as much as they value everyone else's. Because black women have gone through the worst in this part of the world, even beyond, even in Africa itself. So black women, I say this again and again and again and again from the deepest heart of my part of my heart. Thank you for what you've done and what you will do. Your strength is not a quiet thing; it's a visible thing in families, in communities across nations. Look at that! Look at that statistics. 40% of the world is going to be African. Did you see that? 40%, 4.4 billion. That's almost half of the world being African. And this should be followed by policy. I challenge every African leaders, follow this by policy, by activism and a day-to-day behavior that will make your safety and dignity non-negotiable. Because as it stands today, no African country controls the supply chain, the military, nothing substantial in the world order. We are extraordinarily subservient to the world powers, whereas we have the raw materials to create the most powerful force in the world. So if we truly believe black women are essential to the future of humanity, then our actions must reflect that belief. Show appreciation to our women by standing up. Show appreciation by voting for leaders who prioritize women's rights and family support. Show appreciation by rejecting insulting media narratives and telling a different story. One of dignity, agency, and worth, and value. So this week that we celebrate Valentine, this week that we celebrate love and everything, let's not get it twisted. Take a moment and send a message to the woman in your life. Maybe back to your mom, to your sisters, to your daughters, to your partners. Let them know that they are seen, they are protected, then turn that moment into a habit. The future is coming and it's going to be made by black women. So let's honor black women. Let's protect our women at every turn. Let's tell them that they are valued, they are respected, and let's love them. Shalom.